Hi everyone, this is Con Emmanuel and I'm just about to do another video tutorial. This time I'm going to show you how to create a very simple but effective resume in Microsoft Word. And what I've done is I've used a table in Microsoft Word, and you can see there's two columns. This is the skinny column on the left, that's called a sidebar, and it's got all the ingredients, all the components of an effective CV or resume. So let's get cracking. All right, I'm just going to close this document, and I've got the text already waiting for me on a blank Word document. Now, this isn't formatted, it's just straight text. I've checked all the spelling, make sure everything's correct. So this is one way you can start, just have it all laid out like that. It goes into 2 pages. So we're going to turn this one column document into a two-column good looking resume. So we're going to start at the very top here. I'm just going to put my cursor at the top, and I can press return a few times just to create a bit of space. I can even put my cursor there and go to layout and put in a page break. I can send that text to the next page. So that's page 2, which gives me a blank page 1. That's actually even better. So with the cursor at the top of the page, I go to insert and insert table. Now be mindful, I'm using an Apple Mac, and so the word settings or the window settings on your Word program might be different depending on what platform you're on, whether it's a PC or Mac. But on a Mac, you go to insert and then you go to insert table. By the way, you can also choose the menu from here. Same thing. All right, and what I want is a two-column table, and we'll just put three rows for now. All right, and you get something that looks like that. Now, I'm going to drag that line in the middle to here because I want one column to be skinny and the other column to be wide. And then I'll just go and copy and paste the text as I want it. So that's the first bit. That is the title of the document. And let's just say my name is Jonathan Bones. So I'm just going to cut that, Control X or Command X on a Mac, and put my cursor in the first little cell and paste, Control V. And that's where my title is going to live. Now, the second bit of text is going to be my contact details. So again, I'm going to select it, cut it, Control X, and paste it in here. But this time, I'm going to change the alignment. I'm going to select the text, see that, select it. I'm going to change the alignment to align right. So I've got the title and my name aligned left and the contact details aligned right. Now, don't worry about the black lines of the table. They're going to disappear soon. Now I'm going to skip that row, that one there. I'm going to go to this row now, and I will insert a photo of myself or a drawing. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do this, but I don't mind having a bit of a graphic. You might actually, instead of a photo, put a logo there if you've got if you've designed a logo for yourself. But I'm just going to go to insert picture, picture from file, and I've already got a headshot that I created earlier, and it's just going to go into that space there. And see the white handles? I can reduce it in size if I want to, or make it bigger. And then over here, next to it, I'm going to grab this statement that I had prepared, which introduces myself. So again, Control X to cut it and place it here, and Control V to paste. Now, at this point, if I want to create more rows, I just have to press the Tab key on my keyboard, the Tab key, and as you can see, it creates more rows. So I want a little bit of space between the statement and the photo and the next bit, which is going to be this slab of text. I'm just going to copy employment and qualifications and skills and knowledge. So they're 3 different headings. I'm going to copy all that, cut it, and I will paste it in here. So there's a bit, maybe I'll paste it, no, I'll paste it here, the third one. And you can see beautifully lined up. Okay, so it's all lined up. That's a great thing about table is keeps everything in proportion and lined up on the page. Now the sidebar, which is that first column, is going to include this text here. So again, cut it and paste. Now, traditionally what I do is I have the size of this text a lot smaller. I'm talking about 9 point. Okay, so it's this 9 point there. You can choose it from there as well. You can even go 8 point if you want. It's a lot smaller than this text. And actually, we'll leave it on 9. And then this text, I can make it, what is it at the moment? 10. I can make it 10.5 points or 11. There you go, 10.5. We can go to 11 if you want, up to you. And we've got lots of space on the page, so that's good. And I might make this 11 as well, keep it consistent. All right, now this is where it gets interesting. The black lines, of course, you don't want them, that looks ugly. So I'm just going to select, see that little cross there? If I click on that once, it selects the whole table. I'll do that again. See that little cross? You click on it once, it selects the whole table. And then up here, not there, sorry, over here, you can decide whether you have lines all the way around or no lines. They're called borders in Microsoft Word. I'm going to say no border, please. And as soon as you choose no border, it's starting to look quite pretty. Now, I might actually create a bit of space between that top bit and the statement, so it's not too close together. I've just put my cursor in there and I'm hitting return. All right, now there's one more bit to go, which is this bit here. Referees upon request. So I'm going to cut that out. And then I can either put it here, as in paste it there, or I prefer to put it in the footer area. So right down the bottom of the page, if you double click there with your mouse, it opens up the footer section. And then if you paste it there, you can center that, go back to home, you can center that on the page. And that's pretty much my document complete. Now, you're probably wondering, can you lift that row higher? And you can. If you go over to the ruler, see over here on the left-hand side, see that line between the gray and the white? There's a line there. You can actually drag that up, and that reduces the margin. Okay, reduces the margin. And you can then have things closer to the top of the page. So that's pretty good. Another little trick is if I select this column, now I'm just going to find the drop arrow. Hang on. I'm just going to select it like that. See that little white triangle, and there's a top and a bottom. If I drag the bottom square, which is the left index, in, I can move it away from the sidebar. Depends on how much space you want there. So there's lots of little tricks like that, but I'm really happy with that. And all that's remaining is to get rid of the other pages. So I'm just going to put my cursor there and drag across. Okay, I'll do that again. Watch this. Put my cursor there and then just drag across until you've selected, as you can see, the two blank pages, and then press delete on your keyboard and they go, they disappear. And that's my final resume. Just one more quick thing I just realized. You can add color. You can make these colorful if you want. You can add color from here. You can do lots of things. But one more quick thing. I like this part to be bigger. So I'm just going to select both resume and the name, and I'll make it 14 points. And see what's happened? It's gone into, because it's a skinny column, no problem. I can just drag that column. In fact, let me just select. There's the line there. There's the line. I can just drag that across to make it fit. It would have been easier if I did this with the line showing. So if I had all borders, then you can actually see the line that you're dragging across. Maybe you need to do that first before you make all the black lines disappear by choosing no border. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful. That's a really simple way of creating a one-page resume in Microsoft Word. Okay, I'll leave it at that. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.